Hello friends, this is Sai Fanindra from SQL School. For 15 years of technical expertise, exclusively on database, development, admin, BI and Azure operations. I assure you complete 100% practical approach to all our training classes. Yes, this particular short session is to get ourselves bit of information on various courses and set few guidelines on which course is preferable and why. Come on, let's get started now. And before we start, let's have a basic information on what is database so that we can easily understand some technical demo or the technical overview of each of the boxes you see here, 1 through 12 different boxes on my screen for various courses that we offer at SQL School. Come on, let's get started now. What is database? Well, database is a platform to store any type of data and any amount of data 100% secured. So very vast, very powerful and easy to operate and easy to manage and secure. Now, to operate on this database, we need to get one software. We need to install. In fact, in our demo classes, in our actual live demo session, the very first initial sync up meet, we would be performing the installation of the software after understanding more details about the database. It's a software that we need to store, secure and manage databases. Just like MS Office required to operate on Excel, we need DBMS to operate on databases. DBMS means Database Management System. The example DBMS include SQL Server, the most powerful IBM DB2, very powerful, very vast, very costly. MySQL, Oracle, Sybase, Ingress and so on. We choose to go for SQL Server, a software from Microsoft to manage the databases. It's a DBMS, Database Management System. Comparatively cheaper, easy to use, free technical support and free updates from Microsoft. Yes, we have free and paid support plans at Microsoft and free updates. Here updates mean like service pack, patch or cumulative updates, etc. Just like SP1 to SP2, service pack 1 to service pack 2 kind of things. So SQL Server is known for easy usage and easy support from Microsoft. It supports any cloud platform, a remote storage area. And one such cloud platform in our course is Azure. Now, here we go. DBMS, a container to store databases. So here we have small and big, multiple databases. So DBMS is basically a software to manage, maintain databases. And one such DBMS is SQL Server. With this information, it's something like this. In fact, in our very first think up meet, we would be performing the green box. We shall be installing the SQL Server in our computers. And for what? To play with small and big databases. Just like MS Office software required for operating on Excel in a Windows operating system locally, same way here we require SQL Server. Like Excel stores data in the form of sheets, here database stores data in the form of tables. With this information, With this information, now to operate on this database, we require a language called SQL. To operate on this particular database, we require a language called SQL and a type of SQL at Microsoft environment or within Microsoft environment is TSQL. So our course starts with box 1, SQL Server and TSQL first. And once it is done, once we understand the details about the box 1, then we shall proceed for the other respective boxes as per your choice. Yes, so here we go. We have SQL Server TSQL, which is more into queries like database design, and we have constraints, basics of indexes and queries, group by and joins and other queries, which is required and enough for the participants going for either programming, core development. It actually involves coding, core development, or the participants going for MSBI. It's more into the data warehouse design plus OLAP, we say cube design plus reporting. It also involves something called as ETL, extract, transform, load. Or this is completely into analytics, business analysis, or it can be our journey point towards Azure Data Engineer. It's mainly aimed at DP200 and DP201 certification examinations in case you are looking for. That includes Data Factory, Databricks, Cosmos, Data Lake, Blob, and Synapse Analytics. Data Factory, Databricks are again into ETL, say extraction, transformation, and loading activities, playing with data, extract data from different sources, perform operations like sort, grouping, or searching for a particular value, etc., and then loading the data into required destination. Both Data Factory and Databricks have that option of ETL and analytics. Cosmos, which is actually a document data system that supports NoSQL. And we have Azure Data Lake and data storage with Azure Storage, Blob Storage. It's mainly for unstructured and semi-structured data. Simply put, non-database data. And Synapse Analytics, which is more into data warehouse in Azure. Though it is not listed, our course also includes Stream Analytics and Event Hub, which are actually for the big data access and communication with respect to logging, monitoring, reporting, etc. And we have Azure SSIS integration services, SQL or integration services, Azure analysis services, which are extension of MSBI, and Power BI extension in Azure called Power BI Embedded. Well, sometimes we see questions from the participants, is Power BI Cloud called embedded? No, not at all. Power BI includes both dev, admin, report server and cloud. That is different from the Power BI embedded, wherein entire Power BI is taken as it is, lift and shift in Azure platform, a new upcoming trending technology. So this 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are together taken as Azure BI. And here it is. Before we proceed, before we proceed, let's have a look at the certification exam for DP300. So DP200. The DP200, in fact DP300 is there, that is for Azure admins. We'll take it in next few minutes. For now, DP200 includes Azure Data Engineer 200 and 201, and all the technologies listed here for DP200 are a part of box number 7 in this course. Then what about Azure BI? Yes, as per the Microsoft certifications and Microsoft implementation and workflow on business intelligence. On my screen now, the Microsoft azure.microsoft.com website clearly mentions Power BI and separately Power BI embedded. Both are different. Both include cloud components and Azure Analysis and Azure Warehouse or Synapse. For working with these 4 great technologies, we need to have complete implementation level workflow knowledge on SQL, blob storage, Synapse, Azure Active Directory, Data Factory, Data Lake Storage, Databricks, Cosmos, and Azure Analysis Services with Power BI. So keeping all these things in mind, especially Data Factory, Data Lake Storage, Polybase, Databricks, Cosmos, and Synapse, of course, including Azure Blob Storage, here it is, all those come over here. So Azure BI includes number 1, Power BI and embedded, 6 and 9, analysis services, number 8, and that 8 actually requires our MSBI as well. Azure Synapse Analytics, number 7, and down implementation, Data Factory, Databricks, Cosmos, number 7, and blob storage and Active Directory activities, which are again number 7. I mean, the main base or reference for our carefully designed plan is from Microsoft, azure.microsoft.com. Next, with this information, back to the screen. So what we actually do as a BI, business intelligence engineer, yes, it's all about data. We perform data extraction from wide variety of data sources. The data source may be an Excel file or a comma separated value, CSV or PDF or HTML page, anywhere, and load the data anywhere else, like a database or NoSQL, like something like Cosmos, etc. So it's all about data engineering, is all about playing with different formats, different shapes of data, but at the end generate the reports, analytics, reporting. You access data from wide variety of sources and present it in a neat way to the end users. That is actually the BI. MSBI is involved in design of databases plus reporting, whereas Power BI is completely into analytics and reporting. No design of databases, it's only a design of reports. With this information, next, what about data engineer? It's all again data within Azure environment, database data, non-database data, we say NoSQL. What about coding? All these technologies, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it involves about 5 to 10%, I must say about 5% coding and 95% user interface. In case if you are looking for something which is out of programming, then yes, one or few of these boxes from 5 to 9 would be a good choice to start with. And of course, we always require one before we step into any options within the red box here. I repeat, we require one to start with, then we can happily continue for 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9 based on the plans we have here. Down. Next. In case if you are having some past background of databases in the past, looking for something more into management and monitoring, then definitely yes, you may opt for the Azure administration part, which is again similar to 5% coding and 95% user interface in general. And to step into Azure admin or Azure database administrator, we need to have knowledge on core database administrator. So here we go. SQL is all about queries, and then 2, 3, 4, it's all about programming, performance tuning and administration or Azure dev activities. And we have not administration, it's Azure SQL development activities. 5 called MSBI, wherein we see SSIS, SQL is our integration for ETL and data warehouse, these two main core areas. And we have analysis services, it's more into cube design. We say OLAP, cubes, tabular, multidimensional, mostly tabular mode cube design. Reports is again straightforward into reporting activities. Number 6, Power BI. It's more into report design and big data analytics. And it includes the visualizations, Power Query, DAX, and Cloud, Power BI Cloud, and Power BI Report Server. Same way, number 7, Azure Data Engineer includes total of 6 different components. Total of 6 different components. Just to refresh and to get the updated information on the screen. So total of 7 different modules in Azure Data Engineer as per DP 200 and 201 certification guidance and material. So it includes Azure Data Factory, Databricks, both of them are more into ETL, extract, transform, load, Synapse for warehouse, Cosmos, Data Lake, which are more into NoSQL and structured, semi-structured data storage, as well as document data storage. You have Stream Analytics and Blob, which are again more into file storage and reporting activities. Next. And once again, the sessions would be completely into practice mode. It's not like someone coming with a PPT show. It's not like that. It's completely into practice environment. And in the demo class itself, I mean in the next sync up meet that we are going to get very soon, in our next sync up meet, we need to have the required lab plan and the installations before we sign up for the course. Apart from 7, then comes 8, 9. Yes, Azure IS and Azure Analysis Services, Power BI embedded. Azure SSIS and analysis are more into extension of MSBI, Microsoft Business Intelligence. Power BI embedded is more into extension of Power BI Cloud. Inside Azure, we'll be taking all these things practically, and we have DBA and Azure Core Admin and Azure 10,11. It's all into management, monitoring, troubleshooting of databases either in on-premise or in Azure. And for every course, we have real-time projects, keeping in mind our resume, and for every project we have the common FAQs that would be available mainly for for us to face the interviews, like what we did in the latest project, what are the challenges you faced in the project, or in what such scenarios you really require your SME subject matter expert help, or what are the scenarios where you got a nice VSAT, a very satisfied mark from your customers. These kind of common interview questions part of the course, in addition to the actual solutions. For every course, for every chapter, there will be mock tests, chapter wise mock tests, and it all depends how much we can gain and how much knowledge we can easily get from our course. I would be very cautious, and in fact I would be the trainer for all these courses. We don't have any other trainer. I will be the one for this 1 to 12. Hence we have different timings. I assure you my complete practical and utmost dedication to the training classes, and I request you to cooperate. Make sure we practice on time during the entire course. Then we are safe. And in case you are looking for TSQL plans 1, 2 for plan A, plan B includes 1, 2, 3 query tuning. Plan C includes 1, 2, 3, 4 until Azure Dev. Same way, MSBI includes plan A only 5. If you are aware of one, if you already have some knowledge on SQL Server and SQL basics, you can directly go for only 5 or only 6 Power BI, only 7 Azure Data Engineer, or only 10 Azure BI. 10 means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It depends on your course resume plan. If you are new, then start from 1, 1, 5 MSBI plan B, 1, 6 Power BI plan B, 1, 7 Azure Data Engineer plan B, or 1, 10 Azure BI plan B. If you are going for Azure BI plan B 110, you need not register for individual MSBI or Power BI or Data Engineer. 10 includes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Same way you can plan for plan C, MSBI C, if you are looking for more experience within MSBI, or Power BI plan C, which is same as MSBI plan C, but order is different. In MSBI plan C, we have 1, 5, 6. In Power BI, it is 1, 6, and then 5. It's up to you. You can choose any one. Or Azure Data Engineer 1, 7, 6. Additionally, Power BI, this is actually for analytics. Azure Analytics, we have 1, 7, 6. And apart from that, Azure BI and DBA, in case you are looking for core administration in Azure, DP300 certification. This is actually DP300 certification applicable for Azure DBA. It also requires core admin and TSQL as well for DP300 certification. With this information, we look forward for your course registration, and in our very next sync up meet, the live demo class, we are going to configure our lab for the actual classes. We'll start from the basics, slowly step by step. Either you go for live or self-paced videos or in-house classroom or even corporate training sponsored by your company. Yes, the sessions would be completely into practical mode. No second thought. And with this, we'll stop for now. We look forward for your course registration. You may contact us through website or email or call to any of these numbers 24/7. For more clarifications or any type of career guidance, please WhatsApp or call or reach me on LinkedIn, and glad to assist you further. Thank you, friends. Thank you once again. Have a nice time. Meet you soon. Thank you.